We finally got that long-awaited special cameo in episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I had hoped we might get a peek at Tatiana Aslani as superhero lawyer extraordinaire pre-She-Hulk Jennifer Walters, but we didn't get that, nor was it Mephisto. Nope, we got Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, played by comedy legend Julia Louis-Dreyfus. In the comics, Val was also known as Madam Hydra, and Madam Hydra at one point ruled Madripoor. She knew about Walker, including that he had taken the serum, and she seems to want to recruit him. Now, I think it's a safe bet that she's the power broker and wants to give Johnny Boy the job he desperately wants, namely to murder the heck out of Carly and her super flag smashers. So, where does Sharon fit in? In the comics, Val also ran a group of female super spies called the Femme Force, and guess who was on the roster? You guessed it, Agent 13, none other than Sharon Carter. Chances are Sharon is working with or for Val in some capacity, even if it was mostly a matter of survival originally. Because remember, Sharon has been a fugitive for the better part of a decade at this point. Now, Bob, what was your reaction to this scene with Val? Do you think she's the mysterious power broker? And what do you think of the idea that Sharon is working for her?
Well, I mean, they still haven't revealed who the power broker is yet. So, I mean, really at this point, it could be anybody. And I hope that's something that they reveal in episode 6, or I'm going to be mad. But
how could they not at this point?
When Val shows up, part of me in the back of my head is just remembering that dance on Seinfeld where she's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Like
oh, yeah,
in the back of my head, that's the first thing I saw when I saw her, and I'm like, no, that's not who she is here.
No.
And then when she says her name, that reveal, it's like, oh, she is serious here.
Yeah.
She could be, she could be the remnants of Hydra that they were worried about in earlier episodes.
Yeah, and by the way,
she could be the power broker. I mean, there's lots of underlying story there that I hope they get to.
Yeah, and by the way, spoiler alert, as if we haven't already been talking massive spoilers, the rumor is she was actually originally going to appear in Black Widow as that character, but of course that movie got pushed back so much, so we're actually getting her here initially. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, so I think it's a good bet that she's the power broker and that she's working with Sharon. I don't know that Sharon is obviously like pretty jaded at this point, but I don't know that she would straight up just betray Sam and, maybe she's indirectly working against him in the sense that she's working for the power broker or something, but I don't see her, like, if she has a choice where it's like, door number 1, stab Sam in the back directly, door number 2, help Sam not die in this moment. I feel like she's going to pick door number 2. Still, even?
Yeah,
but who knows?
She could have easily just let them be overrun at the secret lab. So, I mean, for her, whatever her reasons are, she's helping the fellas right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, I feel like Sharon is still good at heart, but she's just had a rough go of it. But I mean, I guess we'll see, but I have trouble believing that Sharon will have fallen so far that she's now going to be like, yeah, I'll help you kill Sam, whatever. I don't really see that happening, but I'm pretty excited actually to see Julia Louis-Dreyfus in this, because I did not expect to see her.
Yeah.
That actress, I love it. I thought she was hilarious and powerful in that scene. And she was saying a lot of the stuff that I think John Walker wanted to hear. And actually, I think she probably had a good point when she was saying that stuff of like, look, these guys don't really care that you murdered that guy. They're just pissed off because you created a PR problem for them, basically.
Yeah, you made them look bad. I think whether she believes it or not, she was purposefully saying exactly what he wanted to hear.
Oh, yeah, of course she was, she was working him. And look, if you assume that she is the power broker, The power broker was trying to get some super serum so she could employ some super soldier type goons, right, for her. And now she found a guy who fits the bill.
One
basically.
of the few remaining super soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she, if you're interviewing for a job and you go in and the boss and the guy and your prospective employer knows that you already did the thing really well that they want you to do, you're more likely to be hired. Well, he's already killed one of the flag smashers, and the power broker has it out for the flag smashers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, why not harness that and put it on your payroll, I guess? Villain logic. So, so I see, her, basically I see her contacting Walker to be like, Carly's in New York, get your ass to New York. And, maybe that was a bad reference, but like that's how he's going to find out that she's in New York. And, it's all going to converge on like the GRC building or something, and it's going to be like Sam and Bucky versus Walker versus the Flag Smashers versus, I don't even know. But also with the idea that she's a character that makes an appearance at some point in Black Widow, like I feel like this is a character that's going to be in the MCU now, and that might be doing some stuff behind the scenes, and we're going to get to see some more stuff, and I'm there for it because I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But do you have anything else to say about this like just little scene that we had with her character?
It just brings in more question marks, and they only got one episode left. They need to start answering questions, not make them more.
They do.
I mean, how long is the last episode? 5 hours? I mean, they got to wrap this up.
Well, I think, her character, I think that they're teeing her up for like a continuing presence in the MCU. So I wouldn't expect us to learn like everything about her by the end of this show.